Everyone is pretty familiar with the Brown vs. Board case, right? Separate but equal is not equal at all. But not everyone is that familiar with the Hispanic and Latino origins of this concept. Today, I want to show y'all 4 legal cases that have been practically buried and forgotten in the shadow of Brown vs. Board, and how they helped actually guide the US into improved education for all, especially with the Hispanic communities. Let's go and start with a legal case all the way back in 1914, Mendez vs. Georgetown School District. In Alamosa, Colorado, little Miguel Mendez had to walk across active railroad tracks about 7 blocks away from his home to attend the Special Mexican Preparatory School, better known as Mexican School. This was much further than the school closest to his home, the Northside School. When his father Francisco attempted to enroll him at this closer school, Miguel was denied access since they were attempting to prepare him for high school as an English speaker, and those who didn't speak English were just being accommodated for their linguistic needs. The problem with this, however, is that according to the 1910 census, the Mendez family were listed as English speakers. The Mexican Americans plaintiff, led by Francisco Mendez and supported by the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Denver and the Sociedad Protectiva de Trabajadores Unidos, or SPIM2, lead the first victory in educational equality in March of 1914, when the district court judge Charles C. Hallbrook ordered the school board to admit children based on their location to the school and not on their culture, saying, quote, "The only way to destroy this feeling of discontent and bitterness, which has recently grown up, is to allow all children so prepared to attend the school nearest to them." Fast forward to 1930, where Salvatierra versus the Independent School District emerged. This case dealt with the West End School, similar to the Mexican school, that was in the Independent School District that was very obviously not getting the resources its white majority counterparts were. This was made apparent when the district was finally looking to improve on the school's funding and supplies, while the Mexican school was already limited to 2 rooms made of tile and brick. With that being said, Jesus Salvatierra and several other parents hired lawyer John L. Dodson on March 21st to file a suit charging that students of Mexican descent were being deprived of the benefits afforded to other white races. However, compared to our last case, this one seemed to be heading in a good direction, but was voided and not given a rehearing. However, this was not all bad since the League of United Latin American Citizens, or LULAC, provided finances in this case and many other cases after regarding segregated schools. This case is often credited with the growth and success of LULAC. Just 1 year later in 1931, the Alvarez versus the Lemon Grove School District case, better known as the Lemon Grove Incident, is widely regarded as the first successful desegregation case. After Lemon Grove became a school with almost half its population being Mexican American, they realized that there were some problems, and, well, let's go ahead and look at a clip from the film of the same name that says it best.
We request that the school board establish a separate school for the Mexican children of this district. We feel that such a school has become a necessity due to a severe situation of overcrowding in the present classrooms. Furthermore, the Mexican children are deficient in their knowledge of the English language, causing their classmates to learn at a much slower rate. A separate school would also improve the general situation of sanitation and morals in the school, which has been deteriorating. We respectfully ask that the school board consider action on this petition immediately.
This would lead to the district building a school called La Caballeriza, meaning the barn, on Olive Street, that was a 2-room building meant to hold 70+ students with only 2 teachers. After protesting the school, the parents would form what was called the committee and submit Roberto Alvarez's name in the trial with 2 attorneys. The Lemon Grove district argued in this case, saying that the school was actually made to benefit the Mexican community. But on March 30th, 1931, the district would lose this case and be forced to desegregate their schools again. Finally, in 1946, the most popular case on this list, and arguably the most important, we have Mendez vs. Westminster. When the Mendez family moved into Westminster, their children were segregated out of the public school due to their Mexican ethnicity, which came as a shock since they were actually of Puerto Rican descent. The Mendez family pursued the district, and eventually the plaintiffs of Mendez, Palomino, Estrada, Guzman, and Ramirez filed a lawsuit for 5,000 Mexican American children that were unjustly segregated in 4 Orange County school districts. These plaintiffs were represented by Jewish American attorney David Marcus and were mostly funded by Gonzalo Mendez himself. On February 18, 1946, Senior District Judge Paul J. McCormick ruled in favor of the plaintiffs and determined segregation of schools unconstitutional, although this only applied to the schools in question at the time. You could say in a way that educational equality worked as a chain. The first 3 cases mentioned inspired the Mendez case, and then this Mendez case would go on to inspire the Brown vs. Board case. With people like Thurgood Marshall taking directly from the Mendez case, it's wrong to let these educational equality victories go unnoticed. Would our education system be where it is at today without these cases? Or has it even changed that much?